Color Wonderland is one of the best running tracks in all of CTGP. However, if you don't know how to play it, you're going to struggle heavily online, which is exactly why I'm going to be covering the basic driving lines to the hardest shortcuts. This will be an in-depth guide on everything Color Wonderland. I hope you guys enjoy. First, align to the right section of the green part of the road. This will ensure that you stay at top speed and you won't lose any when you go down the hill. Alternatively, driving down the middle of the road will lose you a ton of speed, as you can see in this clip. Chain on the boost panel and trick off the two following ramps. Spam your wheelie on the uphill and start a left drift slightly after the boost panel. Release your MT, wheelie, and start a left drift for the next turn. Alternatively, do a well-timed wheelie at the peak of the hill and you'll get a stick every time. If you enter on the right in fear of there being traps, do a right drift instead. Round the corner, release your MT, wheelie, trick, and hold up left on the joystick. This will ensure you get no bounces on the landing so you can get your wheelie out. Hold all the way back in the air for a good angle and a nice landing. Next, trick and start your drift in the air. Do a slight drift when you land and wheelie towards the boost panel. This will set you up perfectly for the next turn. Perform a slight drift to the left and wheelie off the cloud section. Trick and nosedive off the blue block, trick and hold back off the green block, and then nosedive off the yellow block once again. Trick off the left of the rainbow section and start a drift in the air. Trick off the blue block, drift around the turn, wheelie, and start another left drift. Release, wheelie, and align for the wide flip trick ramp. Rehop to the left and do a hop trick side trick off the flip trick ramp. This will allow you to get a stick and you won't get shot in the air. I know many people struggle with hitting the item box as they go too low when doing the low trick. To fix this, all you need to do is just do a wheelie right before the low trick and you'll get enough height every single time. Skipping the low trick only loses about 50 milliseconds, so getting a third mini turbo and staying tight is totally viable as well. Release the MT, wheelie, and trick off the cloud section. Drift trick off the blue block and land in a drift. Release your MT, wheelie, trick, and hop over the slow ramp. Land in a left drift, aim for the corner of the boost panel and trick off the green block. Alternatively, hop trick, or just trick off the flip trick ramp. Get a low trick off the slow ramp, trick off the yellow block, and then wheelie at the peak of the hill. This will ensure you won't get any bounces, which lose a ton of time. Finally, trick off the last ramp, and that's your lap. Start by wheeling up the hill. Align in between the purple and the pink part of the track. Begin a hard left drift as soon as you hit the boost panel. You want to leave the road in the middle of the white part of the track. You want to shroom as soon as you pass through the cloud section. As soon as your bike is turned around 70 degrees, you want to let go of the drift and hold all the way back. Do a left hop immediately as you land. This will suck you more in the direction you need to go. From here, just trick off the green block, wheelie, and spin hop trick off the yellow block. Make sure you land in a wheelie to preserve all that speed. If you're landing backwards or getting too much height, it's because you're releasing your drift too early. If you're struggling to get enough height, it's because you're holding your drift too long. Release it earlier and you should make it. This shortcut is also possible on a star, however, you'll need to TF to get enough height. There is also a respawn shortcut here. If you have a TC or if you think shock's coming, this is a great opportunity to jump in this shortcut. To To do this shortcut, you want to wheelie off the green block and then trick off the yellow and red block. Start holding drift in the air, and once you land on the green block, trick off of it to the left as soon as you can. Aim barely to the right of the corner of the red block. Trick and do TF strat in the air. The more you cut off, the more time you'll save. Once you land, aim all the way to the left and aim for the flip trick ramp. You can also do this shortcut with a shroom, which is a great alternative to the normal method if the normal method is blocked. To do this method, you want to wheelie off the green block and land in a drift, shroom off the yellow block, trick, and do TF strat in the air. Then, finish out the cut like normal. Since going for this cut misses an item set, if you need a box, these are great boxes to hit, as they still allow you to take the shroomless cut. To do this cut, align on the far left and aim for the middle arrow. Once you get there, spin drift and you should land on the box every single time. Wheelie and trick off the block and aim for the next item box on the right. Aim for the corner of the green block, trick and hold back. This will allow you to go over the yellow block and do the cut as normal. To do this cut, align in between the dark and the light section of the cloud. Right before the end of the cloud section, do a hop spin trick to the left. Land in a drift, trick, and do TF strat in the air to clear the gap. You can also just trick normally off the ramp. Next, wheelie off the middle of the ramp and hold all the way back. It should automatically turn you in the air and you'll get a perfect landing every time. If you are in fear of getting wheelie bumped on this cut, you can do it without a wheelie or you can trick. If you're afraid of being TS'd or just not comfortable with the big cut yet, wheelie slightly further to the right and just land on top of the green block. You can also trick off the lower ramp to the right and land on the green block. This is slightly faster. Going around this cut only loses around 1.5 to 2 seconds, so if you know shock is coming, don't go for it, as the respawn is quite horrible. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped. I recently got a new computer and a new editing software, so hopefully this video turned out well and you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see a track tutorial on one of your favorite tracks, feel free to leave a comment down below. Comment other videos ideas as well, as I'm open to pretty much anything. Criticism on this video is also greatly appreciated. Thanks again for watching, guys, and take care.